Welcome in. It is day 260, and you're speaking to the Meeples Champion. And today we're going to be going over a game that is an IP I love, a theme I love, and a game I don't love. I gave this game a try because friends really wanted me to try it out. So me and another friend who had never played before pulled it out and gave it a shot. Well, two experienced players kind of walked us through it. It was definitely a very positive experience as far as they didn't overtake the game for us. They really let us enjoy the game. They were there more as coaches to help us explain what we were supposed to do, give us recommendations but not orders as to what to do. It was a very good teaching experience. But the game just doesn't strike it for me. The game is called Star Wars X-Wing Miniatures Game. Now, the concept of this game, for those that haven't played a miniatures game before, is that you've got your sides. So I was the X-Wing and my opponent was the two TIE fighters. And you're essentially trying to line up, take shots, and destroy the other ships. You might have different objectives, but at the end of the day, that's really what it is you're trying to defeat the other ship. So what I don't like about this is not, I mean, yes, you've taken away a little bit of the luck of a classic fighter game where you're just rolling and shooting and killing. But because they've tried to make it so good and so accurate, you've got to turn your ship. There's markers that determine how far you can go, the angling, if you're even lined up for a shot. It just isn't a style I'm into, and I'm not opposed to people liking it. I think that if you're into this style, that's great, because it's a game that's really been set up well and that those who enjoy it love it. It just isn't great for me. Even though I love the theme, the style of play doesn't strike for me. And that's okay. The style of play doesn't strike every person. No matter how much you love gaming, you're not going to love every style of game. That's the whole point of trying to go out there, make new friends, go to conventions. You try new things to find what hits for you. If there's 200 different styles of gaming, there might only be 10 of them that are your absolutes. And there might be only 10 of them that you hate. Or you might get to a point you genuinely don't like a boatload of them, or you love a lot of them. It's all right. Every one of us is different. That being said, why don't we jump in? I'm going to ignore the fact that this isn't a style game I like, and I'm going to go into the 7 categories and see where those land for us on this. When it comes to the art, I think that when it comes to inside the box, it's good. It's not great, but it's good. It's a solid 3 out of 5. I think that the outside is generally the same. It blends in with so many other Star Wars IP or any type of a space ship fighting game for a front. It just kind of seems generic to me. Not bad, just not, it doesn't stand out. So I'm going to give it a passable thumbs up. When it comes to the components, you got a little bit of cards in there, good quality. You got a lot of cardboard. Cardboard for the pieces that represent what you're doing for your abilities. Cardboard for the maneuvering of your pieces that show how far you're moving out, turning. And then you've got really cool minis for your two TIE fighters and for your X-Wing. And the plastics that you can put into them so you can actually hold them up so you can get a real movement on the ships. I think they do a great job on the components. Thumbs up. Your price. So a game like this, it's basically a single scenario game almost. It's not a lot in this box, but they're not overcharging you for this. You're getting this for generally right in that $30 range, maybe $40. The price of those 3 minis can bring it up a bit, but not much. I think 30 is a realistic number on most of the time when you find this game. It's available. You're gonna find it in 2, maybe 3 out of every 5 board game stores. It's online. I think that you're getting a good game for your price. Thumbs up. Your difficulty. I don't think this is massively difficult. I even think a kid could get into this. Even though it looks a little complicated, I think that's only because I'm not into that measuring system. But if you're okay with that, I think some kids can really get into the concept of like maneuvering out your ships and firing. If you've got a 10-year-old, the odds are you probably got them to Star Wars a few years younger than that, and they'll see this and be really excited to try it. It may not hit for them, but they're not too young that they can't try it. And I think that if you're an expert player, same thing. This may not hit for you if you're not into it, but if you're into this style, you're probably going to be really excited for the scenario idea of going and having 2 TIE fighters versus an X-Wing. So I don't think that the difficulty is too hard for anybody, and I don't think it's too easy for anybody. I think it's all up to your love of miniatures or up to this style of game. And if you're into this style, it works for you. And if you're not, it's still something that's kind of fun to try. Even though I didn't love the game, I'm happy I gave it a try. It was a fun night. I just didn't want to play again. So I'm going to give it a passable thumbs up. Replayability? I think that this is one that, yeah, you're going to want to play as the X-Wing. You're going to want to play as the TIE fighters. There's a few different ways to do it in there for difficulty ranges. You might fight one TIE fighter. Maybe you'll face both of them. You can kind of switch it up a little bit there. And if you start to get not necessarily bored, but you want something more, you can add to this. You can get other things. That's what's great about getting into this world, is it's up as many as you want to deal with. If you want to go find a Millennium Falcon expansion and bring that in, you can. There's ways to make this bigger and better, but I think that even not adding a single thing to it, this game has replayability. It's a game that you're going to find is one of those you could enjoy playing that scenario a bunch with the right person or people. So, thumbs up. Keys to victory? I mean, at the end of the day, it's just shooting. Yes, there's a lot more to it than that. But for me, it's really just a little bit of a luck of your rolling, a little bit of the luck of what cards you have, and a little bit of your strategy on how you want to get in there and do it. Again, I've only played this once. It was a few years ago, so unfortunately I don't know this deep enough to really dive into the keys. But I know that there are a general sense of keys here. I just feel like for me, it's a lot of routes from the same key. At the end of the day, it's all about trying to destroy the other ship. That's okay. It's still acceptable. Thumbs up. Is it unique? It's not unique. There are a lot of Star Wars miniature games. There are a lot of other games that do the measuring system and have the fighting. I think that this game falls into a nice little, it won't lose the experts and the experienced players, but it's good for those beginners, and that's great for it, but it's still not unique. Thumbs down. Overall, what do I think? I think that if you're really interested in trying out this style game, then don't be afraid to buy this particular one. It's a great intro game for not too much of a price, and if you like Star Wars and you want to try something like this, take the shot. But otherwise, if you're not really sure if you're into this style and you're thinking about it, just go out, see if you can find it at a local board game store. Maybe a library might have a copy in stock. Check out a convention and try to get it to the table first. But don't be afraid to spend your money on it. I think that if you're into it, you're going to love it. Well, it has been day 260. We've been talking about the game Star Wars X-Wing Miniature Game. And you've been speaking to the Meeples Champion. Like, share, subscribe, and check down below in the description where I'll be adding an Amazon link in case you want to get this game for your collection. Until next time, I'll talk to you tomorrow.